Hey there, so today I'm going to do a get ready with me, and I'm going to be using products that I feel like I've neglected in my makeup collection. So basically it's not products that are like bad or anything, it's just products that for some reason I just haven't been reaching, I just haven't been using very often. So I thought I'd just do a get ready with me where I pick out all of these products and just do a full face of them. Maybe it will make me want to use them more, I don't know. Alright, so I'm going to use the concealer and some powder to just make a base on my eyes. And I have this pot here which is basically just full of powders and concealers that are like too orange or just too dark for my skin. So I kind of keep them in here because I feel like I can get away with using them on my eyelids because you're just going to put eyeshadow on the top anyway, so it doesn't really matter if it's like a tiny bit orange or a tiny bit dark. But for some reason I haven't really been reaching for this pot lately. I've just been using like concealers that are actually like okay for my skin. So I think I'll go back to this pot. So I've got 4 concealers in here. I've got a Maybelline Fit Me, I've got Miss Sporty, I've got a H&M one which I actually really like. This is just the one in the wrong colour. And then I've got the Revlon Colour Stay, and this is probably the one that I would normally reach for if I went into this little pot, so I won't use that one. Honestly, I don't really use this Maybelline one very much, so I think I'll use this. I have had this for a while though, so it might be expired for all I know. It's in the lighter shade, it's just really orange on me. Right, so I'm just gonna smother this. Oh fuck, I just got it on my eyebrow. Whoops. This actually does have good coverage though. I have 3 powders in that same pot that are too dark for me. I've got a number 7 one. I think it's called like Creme Touch something. I've got a Stargazer one. This is the translucent one. I actually really like the white one though, but the translucent one's too dark for me. I've also got the Collection Primed and Ready Illuminating Setting Powder, which again is just too dark for me. I'd honestly say the number 7 one's the one I probably reach for the least. So I'm gonna go for that one. That's what the colour is, like it just looks really orange, doesn't it? I'm just going to set that concealer that I put on with this. In terms of eyeshadow, I have a lot of like really bright coloured palettes that I don't use very often, but I don't know if I want to use bright colours on my eyes today. I would say these 2 palettes, even though I really like them, I just haven't used them a lot lately. The first one's the MUA and Dress Me Too. I used to really like this back in the day, and as you can tell I have used it a lot because a lot of the shades have got giant holes in them. I think I broke this one down here, so I just removed it because it was like all crumbled and stuff, but it actually has got some really nice colours in it. So I think I'll use that. And also this number 7 mini eyeshadow palette. I think I did use this in my Halloween videos actually because there's a really good purple colour in it. And this is actually a really good palette, but I just don't really reach for it as much as some of my other palettes. So I think I'll use both of these. I think I'm going to start with this beigey brown colour in this number 7 palette as like a transition colour. I think it's going to work pretty well for that. I think I'm going to get the white colour in the number 7 palette, the kind of white glimmery one. I'm just going to get my finger and kind of pat that onto my main eyelid. Oh, I'm knocking things over. I think I'll go for this kind of darky brown colour here in the MUA palette, and kind of put some of that in my outer third. I'm going to get the proper black colour right at the end here in the MUA palette. And again, add that to my outer third, make it all smoky. Yeah, one side looks like more pigmented than the other, but whatever. I think I'm actually gonna get this gold colour here and pack a bit of that into my main eyelid. I just want to do it. It is really pigmented. Wow. Okay, well, that's some kind of eyeshadow look there. The same eyeliner that I haven't really been reaching for would be this NYX one. I don't know why, I think I found it a bit dry, so I just haven't really been reaching for it. But I'll use it now on my waterlines. So I would say that for mascara, there's two that I've kind of been neglecting. The first one is the Gosh Growth Mascara, The Secret of Longer Lashes. I did use this for a while, but I just found that it wasn't really doing what I wanted it to do. I don't think it really did make my lashes grow like people claimed it did. And I didn't find it very volumizing either, so I just haven't really been reaching for this a lot. And another one that I did really like this when I first used it. It's a False Lash Sculpt by L'Oreal. I don't know why, I think I found it a little bit clumpier compared to some of my other mascaras that had the same kind of like volumizing effect. But for some reason I found this one was a little bit clumpier. But I don't think it was when I first used it. I think it's that like, I don't know, maybe that because it's drying out or something, I don't know. But I haven't really been reaching for this a lot lately either. So I think I might use both of these. So I'll start with the Gosh one and then go over the top with the L'Oreal one. I'm not mad about those lashes, but they will do. I would say that a primer that I haven't been using very much is this Sleek Control Shine and Prime. I think the main reason is because it kind of balls up a little bit in your face. Like it feels really nice and silky and soft, but like you just get kind of these little balls sometimes form on your face when you use it. It can be a bit inconvenient sometimes. So I'm just going to go in with this. Okay, I actually didn't get the weird bally bits this time when I used it, so maybe that was just like a first time application thing. But actually it feels so soft, it's literally like really, really, really soft. Probably not quite as soft as the No. 7 Airbrush Way, which I love, but it's pretty damn close. And it's a lot cheaper. I'd say that the two foundations that I neglect the most would be, one, the Rimmel Fresher Skin foundation. It was okay, like it wasn't really bad, it just wasn't my favourite, I just wasn't mad about it. The colour was really like too pink and weird, and it didn't give the best coverage, so this was one that I haven't really been using very much. I'd also say I haven't really been using this Sleek Makeup Creme to Powder foundation. It's in the shade Linen, and I actually really like this though. That's what it looks like. I actually really like this, so I don't know why I haven't been using this. I think it's because it's just a little bit more inconvenient to use than just like your standard foundation, because obviously you have to like, the way I use it is I have to have a wet sponge, and my sponge isn't always wet, so I think that's why I just kind of don't use it very often. And then you kind of like you kind of dip your sponge in it and put it on that way. At least that's how I did it. So because my sponge isn't always like soaking wet, like it has to be like proper wet, because sometimes I'll like leave my sponge for like a week and it'll be like kind of wet but not really wet, and so that's probably why, just because it's a bit more inconvenient. But I actually really like this, and the colour match is really good for me, so I think I'm going to use this one. I mean, it definitely isn't like the most full coverage foundation, but as you can see, like it's so pale and like really good, because obviously that's something I struggle to find foundations that are pale like this, but that sentence didn't make sense, did it? But whatever. I don't know if I necessarily like the creme to powder kind of thing. Like, it doesn't feel like super like powdery though, so that's good. In terms of concealer, I would say something that I've neglected a lot is this Makeup Revolution Ultra Covering Concealer palette in light. And I do actually like this, like the palette's a huge ass mess. But I don't know, I just don't reach for it very often really. So I'm gonna go in with the lightest shade in the corner, which is like a smudgy ass mess. And I'm going to use this little Zoeva concealer brush actually to kind of just put that on in areas where I feel like I need more coverage. I don't have the best coverage, it probably looks better on camera than it actually does in person, but it actually doesn't look too bad, but it looks really good like colour wise. I have those like cream highlight products that like I haven't, just full stop, like I haven't used. Like I have this liquid highlighter from Makeup Revolution that I got in the advent calendar, which I haven't used. And there was also a strobe balm in it as well that I haven't used. And I also have this Soap and Glory Glow All Out Highlight and Sculpt Cheek Stick, which again I just haven't used at all, so if that's not neglected then what is? But I think I'm going to use the, what's it called, the liquid highlighter, because I'm just most intrigued by this. And obviously I'm going to use it now before I set my face with powder. It might go on a bit weird because of the creme to powder foundation, but we're just going to give it a go anyway. That honestly just did nothing. Like, it did nothing. Let's try the Soap and Glory one. I feel like it's just giving my face a weird texture. I don't like these. I don't like this. That didn't do anything either. Maybe it's because of the sleek creme to powder thing. Maybe that's the reason why it's not going on properly. But powder that I've like barely used at all. Even though I actually think I liked it when I did use it, it's the Stargazer Loose Powder Natural Shimmer. I can't really show it to you without like... oh god. Yeah, it's just a loose powder. It's got a bit of a pinky orangey colour, which is probably why I don't reach for it. I'm going to try and use that. Try. I think the main reason I don't use that powder is because it's a bit of a mess to apply, to be honest. It also has a kind of weird texture to it, like it just looks a bit... I don't know if you'll be able to see it on camera, but it's just got a very weird texture to it. Like, I can't even explain it, but it's just a weird texture. Which is annoying because I have to wear this for the rest of the day. I say a bronzer that I don't use very much is this Collection Bronze Glow. Like, I do like it, I just haven't really been reaching for it a lot lately. It's kind of like a mosaic-y one. So I'm just gonna put some of this into my cheekbones. I say a blush that I don't use very often is this Too True one, and again, it's actually not a bad blush, it's decent, I just don't really reach for it. I think at some point I'm going to do a full face of Too True makeup within the next few months, don't know when, but I want to do that. I'm going to pop some of this onto my cheeks. Okay, seeming as those cream highlight products didn't work out very well, I'm going to need some powder highlight. I would say that the one that I'm sorry I keep losing my voice. So the one that I use the least is this Pro Artist one from Freedom, and this is number 1. It's more of a pinky toned highlight, and it is nice, but again I just haven't been reaching for it, so I'm going to use some of that in the usual areas that you'd highlight. It's definitely more of a subtle highlight, but it's pretty. So an eyebrow product that I haven't been using very much lately is the Freedom eyebrow pomade in Ebony. I think it's mainly because like I really liked it when I first got it, because it's kind of dried up quite a lot now. I find that it's a bit stiff and kind of harder to work with, which I guess is the reason why I don't use it very much, but we'll give it a go today. First I'm going to need some clear brow gel, and to be honest I don't really neglect this, but it's not the one I've been reaching for lately, but I wouldn't say I neglect this, but it's the Rimmel Brow This Way clear gel, because I don't really have a lot of, I've only got like 2 brow gels on me, so. Okay, so we're going to go in with the brow pomade. Despite the fact that it's a bit stiff and hard to work with, the brows do look good at the end of it, so it is a good product. It's just goes a little bit stiff after a while. I think I'm just going to go back in with the clear Rimmel gel. I do have like some like tinted brow gels, but I wouldn't say I've neglected them. The only one that I have really neglected is the sleek one, but I don't want to use this because I just don't like this at all. I just found it so clumpy and I just don't want to put it on. So I'm just going to use the Rimmel clear gel to set those. I'm going to go back in with this dark brown in the MEA palette, and I'm going to smoke that out under my eyes. I'm going to get a bit of this glimmery silvery colour here and try and put some of that into my inner corner. I'm going to go in with the same mascaras, the Gosh Growth one and the L'Oreal Sculpt on my bottom lashes. Well, that's my eyes. Look how smudged my mascara is at the bottom. I will clean it up, don't worry. So I guess all I got to do now with lipstick, and I honestly didn't think lipstick through at all. Let's just go for this Barrier lipstick. I don't know, I haven't used this in God knows how long. This is 166. I don't know what the shade's called, but I feel like it's possibly called Peachy Keen. Peachy Keen, I think. But it is like a peachy, it's more of a coral colour actually. I don't know. I'm just going to use this because why not? It is actually broken, but I still use it. Well, I don't really use it that often, that's why I'm wearing it today. I don't think that matches this eye makeup at all. Here's another Barrier lipstick that I don't use, and this is 156. Then it also says 616 underneath it. And I think this is called Velvet Violet. I did use this in my autumn makeup looks, but since then I haven't used it very much. I might just put a bit of this on top of that. I don't know what's going to happen here. This could go really wrong. Okay, that just made my lips more pink, so I don't know if that's what I was going for. Right, so this is the finished look of makeup that I've neglected using, and I think a lot of that I was happy with, and a lot of it maybe not so much. I don't know about this look. Overall, we don't look too bad. Maybe this has inspired you to give some of your neglected makeup a chance. So thanks for watching. I'll see you in my next video.